So here's how we're trying to stitch together all of the skills that we're learning for communication. Let's say we want to send the word communication. I am on the transmit team right now. In fact, let me make a note of that. Hang on a second. There, that's better. All right, so from now on, I'm on the transmit team. We'll do the transmit team in black and the receive team in, I don't know, blue. Blue sounds good. We like blue. So as a member of the transmit team, I'm given a message to send. And the message that I am sending here is communication. I'm not going to send the whole thing because otherwise then this puppy will be really long, but we'll give you an idea of what to do. All right, the first thing I need to do is turn this into a binary message. And in order to do that, that's going to take a while, so let me pause and do that. So let's see, capital C is a capital letter, so that's going to be 0, 1, 0, and then C is the third letter, so that's going to be 0, 0, 0, 1, 1. Because I used our shortcut, so 0, 1, 0 for the capital letter, and then 3 with 5 bits for the capital C. Moving on to the O, it's a lowercase, so it's going to be 0, 1, 1, and then let's see, P. O is right before P, so it's going to be 0, 1, 1, 1, 1. 0, 1, 1, 1. Now you can do this with a lookup table if you want. You can create your own lookup table and use it there. In fact, I'm kind of sad that I didn't because this would go a lot faster. But speaking of going faster, I'm going to skip to the end. Okay, there we go. Now if I did this right, then I should be able to mark these off in chunks of 8, which I probably should have started with. So let's see here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 8. Actually, I don't like that. I'm going to use a different color. I'll use red, because I already said transmit was blue. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is probably boring you, so I'll skip ahead. There we go. All right, so there's my sets of 8. And I'm going to do... All right, so that's my encoding done. Now I need to get my error correction in here. So how do we do that? Well, I'm going to create a 4x4 grid starting with the first 16 bits of my message. So I'm looking at these right here. So I'll just do that real quick. 0, oops, forgot to change the color back. Okay, 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1, 1, 1. Okay, so there is the first part of my grid. Now, I'm using a 5x5 block. I'm only using 4x4 for the data, but now I need to wrap around that down here and over here the checksum bits, the parity bits, that will allow me to, or the other team, to be able to tell if there's any errors. So the way I do that is I look at a row. I'll start with the top row. I look at this top row and I think, all right, is this an even number or an odd number? Well, there's 1, 1. Oh, sorry, if I'm counting ones. Is there an even number of ones? There isn't. There's an odd number of ones, because 1 is 1. There's 1, 1, and that 1 is odd. And this sentence is also odd. But anyway, what I need to do is I need to put either a 0 or a 1 here that will make the number of ones 0. If I put a 0 there, there will still only be 1, 1, which is odd. So I need another 1 to make it an even number. So I'm going to put a 1 here. There we go. I look at the second row here, and I see there are 2 2 is an even number, so I don't need any more bits there. I look at the third row, and I see there's 2, so I don't need any more 1s, so the bit that I will write here is a 0. And in this row, I see there are 4. 4 is an even number, and so I don't need any more. Now what about the bottom row? So now I need to take a look down the row, or down the column, to see if I need another bit. There's an odd number of bits in this column, so I'll add another bit to make that even. When I look at the next row, or column rather, I see that I do need an extra 1 because 3 is odd. I'll take a look at the third row, and I see there's 3 there as well. So now there's 4, so there's even. I see this has 2. If I add a 1, that's going to mess it up and make it a 3, so I'll put a 0 there. And if I did this right, then reading across and down will give me the same answer for what bit this one here should be. And if I take a look, I count 1, 2, 3 in this row. So the row says put a bit there, or put a 1 there. I look down the column and I see a 1. That's odd. And that says put a 1 there. That's an agreement, so I'm definitely putting a 1 there. All right. So there is my block. I then figure out what I need to do to send it. And in order to send it, I just start in the top left and read to the right, and then go to the next one, the next one, the next one, just like you're reading a book. So I will send, all right, so yeah, let's label some of these things. So there's the message. Here is the encoding. Here is the error correction. And now I need to get ready to transmit. And I need just basically figure out what am I going to transmit. Well, then that's easy to do. I'm just going to read from right to left, top to bottom, just like in a book. And I'm going to copy it down. So it's going to be 0, 1, 0, 0, 1. 0, 1, 1, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1, 1, 0, 1. And then this is what I am going to send using whatever I'm going to use. When we practice, we can just say 0, 1, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 1, etc. In the actual challenge, we're going to need some kind of noisemaker. Musical instruments are good. And one thing I mentioned about musical instruments is that musical people will be able to tell the difference between, say, this that low note and the high note. But people that don't have a lot of experience with music aren't going to be able to tell the difference. Another example, for example, musical people might hear the major chord and the difference between that and the minor chord. But not everybody's going to be able to understand that. However, everybody's really good at rising tones and falling tones. So if I go, that's going to sound different to everyone than this. So, strong suggestion, use rising tones versus falling tones if you're going to use a musical instrument to do this transmission. If you're just going to like bang on a pot, like, you know, or I suppose you can just bang on a cup and do 1 for 1 or 1 for 0 and 2 for 1, something like that. That works too. Anyway, so now I'm going to take this information and I'm going to transmit it to my receive team. So here we are on the receive team side. I wish I could do something weird with my voice. Should I do an accent? No, I shouldn't do an accent. That would be terrible. All right. So here we are on the receive team side, and I've just heard a bunch of bits come in that I've written down real quick, and they are the ones listed at the top of the page. Well, I know that my transmit team is using a 5x5 grid, so I just need to arrange these bits into a 5x5 grid from the top left, going left to right, and then top to bottom. So I'm going to go 0, 1, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0. Let's see. I'm just going to break these up into 5s real quick, because that'll make my life easier. What I could have done, if I was smart, is I could have created a 5x5 grid in my notebook in the first place, and then just filled in the bits when they came in, instead of doing them as a big list and then splitting them up. But I didn't, so I'm just going to keep doing what I'm doing here. That should be a 0. 0, 1, 1, 0, 0, 1, 0, 1, 1, 1, 0, 1. All right, now this is the error correction stage. I'm going to see if there are any errors. I'm going to check each row. So here's a row, and count the ones. And if it's even, then I know we're good, and if it's odd, I know something went wrong. So there's 2 in this row, we're good. 2 in this row, good. 2 in this row, good. 4 in this row, 4 is even, good. 1, 2, 3, 4 in this row, good. Same thing with the columns. Although if I got through the rows, I probably won't have a problem with the columns. If I do have a problem with the columns, that means there were 2 errors, and that's bad. And I'll just have to send an ACK, or an ACK signal, and get that again. But let's save that for later. Let's check the first row. 2 is even, we're good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 is even, we're good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 is even, we're good. 1, 2, 2 is even, we're good. And 2 is even, we're good. Don't forget, 0 is also an even number. Let's see, so really you should only get 0, 2, or 4. If you have 5, or if you end up with 6, you either did something wrong or you're not using a 5x5 grid. You can use a not 5x5 grid. You can use any rectangular grid, and it'll work. But this particular grid is 5x5, so we won't get a 6. All right, cool. So now that I know that that is all good, I can shave off these bits here because I don't need them. Actually, let me do it in a slightly less destructive way. There we go. I can shave off those bits because I don't need them anymore. They've done their job. They've corrected any errors that could be. So then I will reassemble the bytes as the encoding. So this will be our encoding step. And again, I'm just going to read them right to left, top to bottom. So here we go. 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, 1. And then I'm just going to, I know that each letter is going to have 8 bits, so we're good there. I don't like that one. Let's do it this way. There we go. And then the next one is 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1, 1, 1. All right, and then I'm going to draw another line there because there's more message coming. But now I've got these two, and I can decode them into letters. So, actually, I should probably be putting, I can do this. I should probably be putting this down here, and this, hang on a second, and this like this, because really this is just receiving. Really, this is just me not knowing how to spell receiving. Receive? Hang on a second. Yeah, okay, that one's wrong. That's, what? What is happening here? Why do you not erase? That's better. All right. So receiving. So that's receiving. That's receiving. This is the error correction step. And then once we have the error correct, make sure we have the correct bits, we can then redo the encoding. 010000011. I can either look it up or I can figure it out on my hands, and that's a capital C. 011, 01111. I can look it up again or do it on my hands. That is an O. And we're ready to go. But you may ask, what happens if we got it wrong? Well, let's take a look. So here I've introduced an error in the message that was sent. So let's put this into a grid. Let me just mark this off here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, that's going to make my life easier when I write this down. 0, 1, 0, 0, 1. 0, 0, 1, 1, 0. 0, 1, 0, 0. 1, 1, 1, 1, 0. 1, 1, 1, 0, 1. All right, and now I check my rows. Here is a 2, so that is good. Here's 2, so that is good. Here's 1. Wait a minute, that's wrong. All right, so that's not cool. Oops. This is wrong tool. All right. So this row is wrong. If there's more rows that are wrong, I still need to check them, because if there's more rows that are wrong, I can't fix it. I can only fix one bit. So 1, 2, 3, 4, that's good. 1, 2, 3, 4, that's good. All right, we're good there. All right, now let's check the columns. If there's only one column that's wrong, we can fix it without having to ask for a repeat. There are 2, that's even. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 1, 2, 3, 4 is even. 1, 2, 3, wait a minute, that's odd. That's not okay. So we've got a column that's bad. We still need to check the other ones just in case. 1, 2, those are good. 1, 2, those are good. So we know that this row is wrong and this column is wrong. So we know that there is one bit that got flipped, and it could be any reason for it. Maybe they transcribed it wrong on the other side, on the transmit side. Maybe I wrote it down wrong. But by fixing it, I now have a good fix, and I can turn those frowns upside down. And then I can translate this. When I am done translating it, if I've got it right, I send my ACK signal, whatever the ACK signal that you decide is. And if I need the same frame repeated because it turned out not good, I will send an ACK signal. All right. That's pretty much it. If you have any questions, hit me up on Discord or any of the many ways to reach me. Peace and unrest.